This is new this morning. As you get ready to celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday with your family and your friends, one question that you might hear is, are you vaccinated? Now, this is a topic that could create some tension around the Thanksgiving dinner table. So joining us now with a guide to Thanksgiving etiquette is Dannie Fowler with the Etiquette School of Florida. Hey, Dannie, good morning. It's good to see you.
Good morning. Good to see you, too.
You know, as a host, it can be hard, right, to have that conversation. I'm thinking if I'm asking my sister, are you vaccinated, or my parent or something like that, that's different, right, than asking maybe friends. How do you start to have that conversation so that you don't offend someone?
Okay, well, if you're hosting the party, think of like any party. If it's other people other than your family, you're going to tell them the parameters of the party anyway. So let's say it was a Halloween party. You tell them, you know, costumes required. It's the same sort of thing, except much more serious. So I know we're all weary of this. This is our second go around for Thanksgiving. Maybe you canceled it, maybe you're changing it, but people are probably more aware that you're going to have parameters. If you really don't want people there that aren't vaccinated, you have to say vaccine is required. And the thing is, it's the way you come across. It's the way you say it to people. It's how you have it like in an invitation. You'd say they're preferred, or when they RSVP, ask them if they're on the RSVP. Are you vaccinated? It's kind of blunt, but that way at least you have a head count. I would actually just ask them. I don't think I'd put on the invitation, but the thing is, it's your party, your parameters, and if they choose not to, don't change your plans. Stick to what you think is important and be very empathetic. But say we're just going to have to, you know, say maybe next year maybe we could Zoom it, maybe we get together afterwards in a smaller group.
So let's say you say vaccination preferred or vaccination required, right? And then your guests show up.
Yes.
Ultimately, they're not vaccinated, right? How do you handle that? Because, you know, that's a tough one. They're already at your house. You've already put your parameters and said, listen, you need to be vaccinated, but they come anyway.
Okay, well, you have to decide what your comfort level is. Let's say you're a high-risk person, or you're taking care of someone who's elderly that's high risk, that you're so concerned about them. You haven't had any of your shots, your boosters, something along those lines. You're going to have to kind of lay the law down or set up another part of the room. Set them in. I think if you have people who are not vaccinated and it's a beautiful day tomorrow, I think it is. I'm not sure I got that, but I would have it outside if you can, if you have people who are not vaccinated. If you have a long table and you have 10 people, put the unvaccinated person at the end, the other end of the table of where you're sitting, the high-risk people at the opposite end.
I think that's.
I know it's the best we can do, right? It's Thanksgiving. We want to be thankful. We want to be surrounded by people we care about, love. And it's a tough one. I would say this is like one of the hardest ones to deal with.
But the way you handled it is so great, because you're right. If they've already shown up and it's a family member or a friend and they're not vaccinated, you're not going to say don't come. You can say, listen, we're going to do it outside, or you can do it in a way they don't even know they're doing it because they're not vaccinated. So I think there's a way you can handle that. But what if you are the guest, right? What can you ask the host if you have concerns?
Well, it's her party, his party. So it's really, if you have concerns, you ask them what the parameters are, what they're expecting. And then if you're uncomfortable, wear a mask. That's the best you can do, or just decline. You're really not there to set the rules. It's not your party. It's not, you've been invited to an event. So I would suggest wear a mask and do your best to social distance. Take your vitamins, get a booster, all the things you can do. I don't know what else to say on that one. I just say you decline if you're uncomfortable. It's not your party.
You've said it all. You've done a great job, because you've given that etiquette tough love on Thanksgiving, which we so appreciate.
Happy Thanksgiving and a safe one.
All right, Dannie Fowler, thank you so much for joining us.
Good to talk with you.
And happy Thanksgiving to you.